born ready. I la Lance Stevenson. I just ain't gonna blow in a nigga ear or bite a nigga ear like somebody I know. Yeah.
Hey.
Play figure or not, I don't care.
The king was hot. He was sweaty. You know what I'm talking about? You had to put a little bit on.
Okay.
He said he want a little more AC. That nigga blew on.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Welcome to the MVP.
It's the Man You Podcast.
Yeah, heard. We back for another week.
That's correct.
I'm your host, Bronze, with my co-host, Booker. What's happening with you?
What's happening? Hopefully that didn't look like no gang sign because I'm not affiliated. You know what I'm saying? I bought a ground up. You bought a benefit. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? BMF. What's up now? What's up now? Ooh, let's go.
Hey. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome to MVP. You know what I'm talking about? We here to give you what we call the most consistent thing in your life because we gonna be here every week. Except maybe the last week in October. Forgot to tell you, I'm going to Cancun. I'm out of this bitch. I'm tired, nigga. We've been locked up long enough. I'm going to Cancun the last week in October. We probably won't have a podcast that week. I know I said we the most consistent thing, but we're going to be non-consistent that day. At least I gave you 2 weeks head start. You heard me? I'll be in Cancun. You know what I'm saying? Feet up. Feet in the sand. Oh, man, in the water. I might just walk around butt, booty, naked out there. You heard? You know what I'm talking about? Just happy to get away. But probably won't have a podcast that week. Just to let y'all know. Book, how you been living over there, bro?
Been living a good life, man. Today, literally my day is Thursday for y'all, Friday morning for me. Today is my get back. You know what I'm talking about? My get back. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here bullshitting enough. Yeah, that's over with. So y'all are gonna be witnessing a smooth transformation. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too extreme, but you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be able to tell in a brother's face and stuff like that. You know, for the people who actually are able to notice this type of thing. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, I'm about to get ready, man. About tired of what I was eating. Yeah. So that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I got that extra motivation. Somebody said something to me at I went to Starbucks on the base. Now mind you, I was locked down for several months. And I go in there, you know what I'm saying, I get me a drink, and dude was like, "Oh man," employee. He's like, "Oh man, welcome back." I was like, "Yeah, man, appreciate it." He was like, "Man, where you been?" It's like, on lockdown, you know what I'm saying? He's like, "Oh yeah, man, you got bigger." So when he did like that, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool, man. He was like, yeah, you got bigger. I was like, oh man, appreciate it. I was like, yeah, well, you know. I'm thinking like I didn't want to be like, you ain't seen me in a while. It's the same physique. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't get bigger, but he didn't mean it like that. And I know that ain't how he meant it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it because a guy said it to me. Nigga, I already knew this. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, I already knew this. So now it's time to get naked. Like Franz said. You heard? You get it? That's a bar right there. Knew this. Boy, stop fucking with me, man. Yeah, I'm trying to be a nudist though. Yeah, but in order to be a nudist, you gotta look right. So I'm about to play my part, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Thank you, Bernard, for that extra gear. Yeah, fuck y'all, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm with you, man. I think for 2 weeks, because about 2 weeks until the 29th, I think I might have to go on like extreme diet. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got to look right too. You know what I'm saying? I've been locked in. I had the corona. You know what I'm talking about? I got the corona pounds on, man. I'm a little too big to myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna hit it up for 2 weeks, and then I'm about to go splurge on that ass. You know what I'm talking about? Last week. It's been a week since we've been here, so I don't believe we congratulated the Lakers and LeBron James. I wore this shirt on purpose so I can show LeBron's number and the Lakers for winning the championship, the NBA championship. I I'm so glad I didn't commit to talking shit about them, saying that they got to win when they had the Mamba jersey. So I was this close to doing it. Y'all saw it, and I switched and said just win the next game, and they won the next game. I predicted Lakers in 6, and they did Lakers in 6. Thank you. I could have won money on Vegas for that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I could have been balling, but I just wanted the championship. Literally all week, I have been drinking heavily and partying to myself, just in my own body, that we have won the championship. Um, I don't need no congratulations. I go every day to work. I got a new Lakers mask. You know what I'm talking about? Styling on them. You know what I'm saying? Anybody's talking reckless, just make sure they know what side of the fence I'm standing on. And I'm just having a great time about that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Lakers, shout out to LeBron, shout out to AD. And let's get it again next year. But we still celebrating right now. You know what I'm talking about? Book, anything you want to say about my Los Angeles Lakers, my champions?
Congratulations.
Anything else you want to say about the champions?
Congratulations. It's not my team. Well, I don't want to get anybody get too hyped. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Just be on the lookout for Orlando. You know what I'm saying? We want our damn respect. That's it. My
I gotta do something.
teammates,
I gotta do
you know
something
what
to
I'm
get
saying? My
respect.
franchise, our players, our management, and me. I just want my damn respect. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. You know, I ain't got nothing else to say.
I can't wait till my banner comes in. I ordered a new banner that shows all of our 17 championships, and then I'm gonna put it like right there, right up in that corner, right next to the Lakers. Shit, there we go, right over there somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? So I can turn the camera a little bit. You still get that Lakers L in there. Fuck, right over there, and then I'm gonna get the banner, get the Ninja Turtle machine in there, all that. It's gonna be good. I can't wait till the new banner come in. I got so much stuff coming in. I'm just so happy. I ordered the hat, the shirt, the long sleeve shirt because it's about to get cold a little bit. I ordered all kind of shit. I ordered the mask, the championship mask. I ordered the banner. I ordered all kind of shit. I think I'm gonna order some rings. Once I know the design of the ring, I think I'm gonna order me a ring. If Rob Palinka don't send me one, I know, Rob. I understand. Y'all got a budget, but if you choose to send one this way, hey, I'm with it. You know what I'm talking about? I take it. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, I guess I ain't gonna lie to you, but they had a lot of stuff that went on. I only cared about the Lakers winning the championship, so I did not put anything else on my list. Literally, nothing overshadowed the Lakers winning the championship. So if you have anything booked, I will let you take it, and then we can get into these topics. You heard?
Shout out to all the early voters that hit the block, that hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? They said about 15 million people went out and did some early voting, you know, way ahead of the electoral closings, so to speak. It's going to be in November. So, um, you know, regardless of which way you voted, um, that's what it needs to be. You know what I mean? You need to strengthen numbers, let your voices be heard. So I'm proud of everybody that's out there, you know, taking this serious, looking for change. Primarily is what I'm thinking. That's what that surge was. And you know, hopefully it pans out and we can actually do some things a little bit different this year. Two, along the lines of voting, did you hear about Icecube being part of the Platinum Plan?
That is not true.
I know. Now,
Okay.
what he said is that he was reached out to by both parties, but of course, you know, when you on the current, you know what I'm saying, the current, you in the current mix of what I want to call the current office.
The
You know what I mean?
administration.
Of
Yeah.
course, they want to lobby and say, hey, look at us. We got one of yours helping us design a plan for you guys. So how can you be mad at us when your guys over here telling us to do the shit? Like, so I'm glad he came out and he clarified it and he was like, you know what? They both lie. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know, I was reached out to by both. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna pretty much give my thoughts and my insights on what I think needs to be happening, but he was like, I'm not necessarily working hand in hand with the office or neither party. So don't get that misconstrued. So I just for a lot of people who didn't know that as well and just heard the first part, oh, he's working with them or whatever, he's a Trump supporter or what have you. Like, there's layers to truth sometimes.
I got something about that. They was going off on social media about Ice Cube calling them all kind of stuff and basically trying to cancel Ice Cube. Come on, y'all. Like, we got to do more than just read the headline. Especially when we get to the point where we trying to cancel people and all that. Some niggas need to be canceled. But at least don't cancel nobody off no headline. Get the facts, please. Like, it makes sense. Because before it don't make sense. It's just ridiculous. I heard this whole thing. Adrian called me this morning. Boy, AD, shout out to him. He hit me up. He's like, man, what's going on with Ice Cube? He said, I see everybody talking shit about Ice Cube and everything. It was this morning. So I was like, I don't know, but I'm going to definitely look into it. So I go on YouTube. The first video is Ice Cube right there. And whoever did the little piece of it, it was good. You know what I'm saying? But they broke it down about how the person in the Trump campaign put the shit online and made it seem like Ice Cube was doing that. When in reality, all they did is because everybody knew that Ice Cube was working on a contract for Black America and want one of the people that's running for office to pick it up and do something for Black Americans. They asked him about it. The Democrats said, we'll talk to you after we win the election. And that's all that happened. You got to do some more research before you try to get rid of somebody, and especially somebody that's Black as Ice Cube. You can't get rid of a nigga that said fuck the police that quickly. Even if he was working with Trump like that. Like, yo, hey, what is he doing? We can't be. Some people like Killer Mike, for instance. I didn't like when Jay-Z, they was going at Jay-Z just off the strength. When people do so much stuff for your community, you got to kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's look at this thing on through to see what they doing. Now, if it proves that you on bullshit, then we're going to get you on the bullshit. But some people need that benefit of the doubt. And I think Ice Cube was one of them. Jay was one of them. Killer Mike was one of them. They tried to cancel him because he did some shit. He talked to the NRA. They was mad back then. They was mad when he talked to the governor of Georgia about things happening in his city. It was stupid. So let's look at the person. We can't just be canceling everybody. Yeah, that's what I got to say. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said about that. But shout out to you, because I was gonna bring it up, but then I was like, the Lakers won a championship, and I really don't care about it. The Lakers won a championship. We champions.
Yes, it's LA.
You heard?
California representative. You know what I'm talking about? So it's all the same. Same thing. Similar.
Mm-hmm.
Similar.
He a Lakers fan. He a champion.
Mm-hmm. Shit, that's about it, man. I just try to stay current with those events, for the current events. Mm-hmm. That literally hit my timeline. At the time I saw it was 14 hours ago. So now, been less than 24 still. So yeah, it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? Got that residue. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Man, I got a question. That was brought to my attention.
You might got an answer.
Let me pull up my notes so I can say it the correct way.
Mm.
Where my notes at?
Check it out.
Whatever.
I was just thinking about that movie with Usher in it. Forget the name of it. Check it out now. Funk Show or whatever. And they was She's Not That Into You. I believe that's the one where she was an ugly duckling, and then she took the glasses off and put on a different outfit, and then became, beautiful, so to speak. You know how they do the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God!
Take the glasses off and then wash their
face. Oh my God! It's a whole new game. Like, get out of here! It's a whole new world. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Whether you had
Mhm.
glasses on or you take the glasses off, if the beauty is there, it's you can't hide it. Glasses don't hide what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? There's some
Mhm.
other shit that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the Wendy's hairdo, you know what I'm talking about, or you got the old grandma bun, and it's stuff like that that can really hide what you got. You know what I'm saying? The progress that's beneath. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I know why that was in my head though. I know it.
I got a question, man, that ladies asked. Um, Not ladies, one lady asked. And I was going to come to you because I was like, I want to know, what you got to say about this. They want to know, how do you feel about, they always say ladies have to be submissive to their husband. Okay.
Mm.
They say, why do they have to be submissive or perceived as less than to have a husband? Why couldn't the man meet them on their same platform or their same range, their same level, and they have a great marriage at that? Why do they have to be submissive to their husband? I know if you heard that when you go to church and stuff like that, they say, ladies, be submissive to your husband. And then
Yeah, the house.
the head of the house, stuff like that. They want to know, why can't it be the other way around? Or it could just be we equal partners on this thing. Why do they have to be submissive? And I thought that was, I was like, damn, okay, I feel you, because I feel a way about that whole thing. But I want to get how you feel about the ladies, quote unquote, have to be submissive to their husband, and how you feel that works as a
All
household.
right. So this is truthfully how I feel, but then I'm gonna apply a spin off of that also.
Mhm.
And let me know if them ladies still feel the same way. Okay.
Mhm.
So I, for one, personally speaking, I don't want nobody that's submissive. You know what I mean? I don't treat you as if you're less than or you're not my equal in the relationship, in a marriage. Um, I expect for you to 50-50 this time. Meet me halfway. I expect to vibrate on the same frequency. Um, so I don't know what men these ladies have met that expect you to be less than yourselves. Um, because I wouldn't enjoy nobody like that personally. Sound like you programmed. Okay. Um, Now also with that being said, the expectations of a man in a marriage is to do X, Y, and Z. Okay. Because that's how everybody was raised. Okay. Provide safety, strength, all of that. Right. Don't you feel as though women expect that of us? That's not something that they themselves, and I'm not saying that they won't, it's just not the norm. Let me put it like that. It's
Mhm.
not the norm for the woman to be seen as the protector. Now, if you are, say, law enforcement, for instance, yeah, you got that on you. Like, yeah, it's a little bit different, okay? But you're not viewed as the protector of the household. Um, Women, there are a lot of strong women out there of all nationalities, all races, that generate more income than their spouse. Um, but it's kind of hard to say. I don't know if you still assume the role of provider in those regards. Do you tackle the higher of the bills, or do you still expect the man to do that? Say these are things that I've experienced. Now, I'm not talking about just within the marriage or anything like that. It's just things that I have seen as well. Some things I've experienced within, you know what I'm saying? But a lot also you see. And it's like a nonverbal agreement with the man, regardless of what they do for a living. These are the things that are expected of you, and it's non-negotiable. Okay, so I want those same standards that are held to a man to just be stripped away also. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times I think that's a lot of a man's stress. He worries severely about the household, being a provider, um, being able to keep everybody happy more than himself. I think that is true. And I'm not saying like, oh, men this, men that, but I can only give you the male perspective because I am one. And I believe that there is a lot of our stress within our relationships, within our household is, the worry that we wake up with daily to, we got to shoulder that load because we are seen as in all walks of life as the dominant gender, so to speak. And I'm not saying that I feel like that myself, but like I said, this is the perception of many people in the world, men and women alike. Okay. So, if we're going to talk about submissive wives or being submissive to a male, then we just got to look at it from all aspects across the board. And I think those go hand in hand. So, you know, I don't want nobody to be submissive, but also at the same time, I want the same assumed responsibilities of myself to also be those of yours, my partner. So don't expect me to be the only one keeping us safe. I need you to do your part too. Meet me halfway. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this household, I don't care what I make. Meet me halfway. You know what I'm saying? Now we might come to an agreement. Well, I'll pay the mortgage, but you pay all these utilities. I can work with that. You know what I mean? Maybe I pay $300 more in mortgage than you do for utilities. But guess what? That $300 that you saving, whether you making more money or not than me, that's yours. You know what I'm saying? That's like me giving you an allowance. So you ain't got to be like, baby, can I get $50 to go get my nails done? Well, the utilities only cost $250, but I'm paying a mortgage of $800. So by my calculations, I'm doing way more. It's things like this, but I wouldn't use that in an argument or to just tell you, no, I'm not gonna give you no $50. I probably would give you $50, but I'm just saying. You see what I'm saying? Like I will also want somebody that will just say, I'm gonna do these things. Don't have me have to have a conversation with you about what's right and what's wrong because you got the mentality, and I'm not saying this is mine. I'm saying, but you have the mindset that, oh, the man take care of all the bills. He got to pay the mortgage. He got to pay the internet. He got to pay the water, the electricity, and buy the groceries or give me the money to get the groceries. And then when I decide to go grocery shopping, I get what I want. I don't get what the household want. You see what I'm saying? I get a lot of bullshit that this nigga don't eat. And again, I'm not talking about me. I really am not. I truthfully am not talking about me. So I know the way I'm viewing this right now seems like I'm talking from no, it's not about my shit. Okay, I've told you, I've sat back and I've observed other people's relationships. People do talk to me, trust me, and I hear what they be saying. Okay, a lot of it I can't laugh when you're telling me because I got to be in serious mode. Like, damn, man, that's messed up. I understand. I don't relate, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? I can see how that can cause a rift or some tension, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's things like that, man. Like, come on, man. Come on now. Come on. It is 2020. Like, I don't expect no woman to be still living by the Bible's standards of the man is the head of the house. And I know a lot of men still feel like that, but check it, man. Like, I don't have to. I don't care if my wife would make more than me. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of men are like that now. You know what I mean? It hits the ego. Like, bro, this isn't Martin when he found out Gina was making more money than him. You know what I'm talking about? And then it was like, Stan, I need more hours. You know what I'm saying? And then they went out to eat. And he was like, oh, yeah, you can get cheese with that. What the nigga said, the lamb or the duck, whatever. That like, brother, like it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And then you gotta stroke this man's ego by like, baby, so if you put it all together, you actually making more money than me. I mean, man, like, nah, man, it ain't even that serious. You know what I'm saying? What happens within your financial household is y'all's business. Y'all just got to come to a plan. And I think a lot of men would be willing to drop some of the burden that they assume every day, you know, and be willing to shoulder that with you. You know what I'm saying? To share that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's tolling. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. In those regards, I can relate. You know what I mean? Because though I don't have a situation where it's jacked up or I gotta expect this or I expect that, it's one of those like, man, just the nature of the beast of being the man in the marriage, like it comes with a different set of guidelines and rules for us. You know what I mean? So that's all.
Um,
Um,
I'm kind of close to that. I'm a little different.
mm,
I want to shoulder the responsibility as far as like the protection
mm,
aspect of it. Um, but I think when things need to be, we got situations in the household and stuff like that. I think both of us need to come together and collaborate on what the best deal is. Maybe you thinking of something I'm not thinking of, or maybe I got a little insight over something that you're not looking at. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we come together and make that. I never, I got to know what they talk about when they talk about be submissive. Like, I would not want no old girl off of Coming to America. You know what I'm saying? Hop on one leg, bark like a dog, bitch. I wouldn't want that. Just to
yeah.
be totally honest. That's not appealing to me. You know what I'm talking about? I call myself on our group me. I call myself Prince or King. You know what I'm talking about? That's not appealing to me. I want somebody that's going to challenge me. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody that's going to talk to me. We going to have collaborative efforts. Um, I know everybody do their money a little different. Ours just go in one pot. You know what I'm talking about? We pay the bills and then separate after that. So it don't matter what nobody bring in the house. It all go in the same place. You know what I'm talking about? So um, I don't know. I that whole submissive thing. I think sometimes we have strong black women, and I'm not saying this is no negative, but I know a lot of times they've learned to be independent without a man. And I think
Mm,
sometimes the submissive means, hey, I think it's a wrong word of submissive. I think it means just like incorporate the motherfucker into your life. I mean, don't be submissive, but you can't run it all yourself either. Like you now in a companionship with somebody else. I think that the submissiveness was an old, antiquated idea back in the Jesus days or whatever. Like, be submissive because the women didn't have no rights then. And we don't want you to say shit, just go cook shit and shut the fuck up, stuff like that. I think nowadays it's like I never got that to begin with, but I think now it's kind of like to me in my eyes, it's like you can be strong, you can be independent when you out in the world, but when you come back in this house, we together. I mean, ain't no independence. We
yeah.
together. It's a
Tell you,
collaborative
man,
idea.
it's I blame Destiny's Child for one.
Why?
All the ladies, if you with me, throw your hands up at me. Yeah, the independent women or independent,
Yeah,
like there's certain songs that people just take out of context. You know what I'm talking about?
that
Like,
boy Webby.
and I was gonna get into them bitches too.
INDPE.
You know what that means? Like, it's all this shit, man. Like, I'm all for empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce again. Some rule the world, girls. Girl, like all that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for it, man. I really am. Like, I'm not one of those who don't want anybody to not succeed. But at the same time, man, like there's different levels and there's different layers to what it is that these songs imply. You know what I mean? Like when you get, if you single, have that singularity mindset. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I'm by myself. I don't need nobody. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get it. That's motivation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. That's another Boosie song. Motivation. I like that. So like
Jesus.
nah, it's the way that it's on he says it on his the album with the red background and he's like an animated baby.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he's on that one. That might not be the same. That might not be the name of the song, but he was, in there. He said, like he said it like that. So, I'm not mad at that, man. Like, yeah, have that singularity mindset, like I said. But when you get in a relationship, you leave that shit outside. Okay, if you gotta bury that shit, you can know you ain't gotta lose it, but you need to go hide that shit. You know what I'm saying? Park that shit somewhere else, and then when it's time, if your relationship don't work out, then you go back and get that shit. You know what I mean? But while you with somebody, you can't be on this, nigga. I don't need you anyway. You see what I'm saying? Or for a man to do the same, like you can't be like that. Okay, I'm glad you can do it by yourself. I think a lot of people can do things by themselves and still stay afloat. It's just whether or not you choose to have to tackle that alone or not.
My thing is, well, I was telling the person, I was like, it comes to who you pick too.
Yeah.
You pick, say you're a woman, you pick a dude, and he ain't got his shit together. He a dumbass. Of course, you're not gonna be submissive or want to be collaborative with that guy. That's how I feel. It's like, why would I? He ain't got his stuff together, so I'm gonna let him lead me into a fucking ditching or a hole in the wall or something like that. I'm not doing that. The same thing with men. Like, yo, you got women that you know what they is, man. They're not of that caliber of woman. Maybe they're not there yet. And you like, nah, look, this is what I'm saying, and this what goes because I don't trust you at all. It could be something like that. But when you find that one, and I think that's what you should be doing anyway when you're trying to get married to somebody. You should find that one. And it should be a collaborative type of idea. Y'all can throw things off each other. Y'all can get stuff together. You can bounce things off each other, like I just said, and you can move in a direction that you're supposed to. Me, I would protect the house. You know me. I got a whole arsenal over here. Let them come over here if they want. But that's just how I feel personally, man. I feel like that partner you got has to do a lot with what do you allow yourself to do. Depends on how much you trust them. So
Say what I'm gonna do when I get back there. I'm gonna buy a house right next to you, like right next to you. I don't care who occupying that space right now. Get the fuck out. It's mine. And I need you to protect both houses. You know what I'm talking about? It's easier to shed a Glock 9. You just toss it to me through the window. You know what I'm talking about? It's easier that way. Hey man, let me borrow the AK. Let me buy the ooh-wah. Hey friend, let me get the ooh-wah. You know what I'm saying? These fuck niggas online think I'm bullshit, dog. I don't get these niggas my address, nigga. Pull up, nigga. Pull up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You pull up with that funk shit, nigga. I'm gonna let. Oh yeah. Nigga, I need the ooh-wah tonight. So yeah, man. Hey, you know what's crazy though? I had a question too. With marriage, do you think that men get married nowadays because it's the right thing to do or because it's expected of
I think everybody's different, man. Me,
them? I mean, the men is the ones who typically has, as we talk about head of the households. Very rarely I've seen a woman propose to a person, another man. You know what I'm saying? So, those are few and far in between. You know what I mean? But it's the man who's expected to take the relationship to another level
I
and
think a lot
ask
of times,
this of somebody.
I think a lot of times it's because that's what they want so bad. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know a man alive that just wants to get married. Maybe I'm tripping, but that's not like on the forefront of nobody that I know, a man's mind. Like, I can't wait to get married or
Mm.
whatever. If I find the right person, I can stay with you forever without going to that courthouse, getting that little paper done. Or how I feel about a wedding is I'm just spending money to feed people. I'm spending money on a big ass party. And I'm feeding all these motherfuckers, and then they got an attitude about what we cooking, chicken or fish. Like, you don't want to fill out the little card and people coming late and all that. I don't care about none of that shit. Um, so I think that we do it because it's expected. And then Beyonce wrote that
Society.
song again. If you want it, you should have put a ring on it. And
Mm.
we know we better
Boy,
put a ring on it.
Beyonce, you is not a role model.
Man, don't fuck with Beyonce like that, man.
I like Beyonce.
I like
I
Beyonce
like
too,
Beyonce.
but that's just the truth, man. Like girls, they've been dreaming about that shit their whole life. They've been told that, man.
Yeah,
That's
wedding
the truth.
days and what they want. They want doves flying and catching worms out the air. Yeah.
And that shit rarely happens like that. They don't tell you about the other side of debt, and you got to pay that shit off. That shit costs money and all that stuff. So you starting your marriage off in arrears already, because now you got about $30,000-$40,000 worth of wedding that you didn't pay for. You know what I'm talking about? However much it's gonna cost. It just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think more for men, it's more of a, that's what we told we have to do once we find that right one. But if we could
Yeah.
go our whole life without it, we would just be boyfriend, girlfriend until we die.
You know, I don't think that personally, I don't need uh a union in front of another person to be seen as, okay, yes, she is yours, he is yours. That's that. You know, the most I see out of a marriage that happens is the changing of a last name. But guess what? Nowadays, you can go legally change your name without having to be married. If you want to take my last name, you can go do that. You know what I'm saying? Just file the paperwork for it. I don't have to be quote unquote married to you for you to assume my last name. Um, I think it's just it's 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 a business now. It doesn't stand and represent the things that it used to. You know, you got what is it, 60-day bride or some shit like that, or bridezillas, and you know, it's just like funerals are. You know what I mean? I think it's pointless. You know what I mean? People create this debt for themselves by buying $10,000 caskets with memory foam inside of them, like my dead ass body can feel the shit. You know what I'm saying? You bury me in a Armani suit, you know what I'm saying, that you don't got tailored and spent another $7,000 on it. Just the suit. You burying me in some whatever. Let's just say some Louis Vuitton. I don't care. Like by the time you think about it, then you gotta think about the proceedings. You know, the church wants their part to hold the funeral service. You got to get the hearses, you got to get the plot, you got to do all of this. By the time you're looking at it, you probably don't spend $30,000 on my death. For what? For what? Just like a marriage can run you that tab as well. You see what I'm saying? Honest to goodness, shit, a bachelor party is pretty much any time the group of niggas get together. Okay? Like, it is what it is. Like, we not doing nothing different that we wouldn't do any other time. Okay? It's just that this is the one night where it's expected and accepted type shit. We ain't doing nothing crazy. Now, women, y'all a little bit more reserved. I'll give you that. But this is regular shit for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? Like, literally, you could take me today, not get married, and just say, "Hey, fellas, we're going out to the strip club or something like that. All right, we just gonna go out. We're gonna ride around and whatever we get into, we get into. That don't mean we be out here acting ass or anything. But I can tell you this: you could take me in that moment and then say, "Okay, fellas, go out. This is books night. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have, you know what I'm saying? This bachelor party. Let's turn up. Let's see what the world brings with life. You know, literally, them two things is gonna mirror themselves because there's not gonna be no fucking difference. Okay, it's normal for us. So why do I have to put a title, a label on that, and say, okay, this is my bachelor party, nigga? This regular, this every day, not every day, but this regular.
I
You know what I'm
remember.
saying?
I remember we went to my dude's bachelor party. He will remain nameless
Mm.
because we was ready to take this brother out to the strip club, and he said, "Man, I can't go out there to the strip club, man." So we done drove all the way to Austin. Ended up at main event. We up here, grown men bowling, and and did we play laser tag? Something like that.
Probably did
But
some.
I was
Probably, I
so
probably did.
mad.
I wasn't there.
I was so mad.
Mm-hmm.
And needless to say, that marriage didn't work out. When you go get married, you got to have your fellas take you to the strip club when they go work. That's just for all the rest of the niggas that plan on doing the same shit. Boy, that was the lamest bachelor party ever. And I told him to his face, boy, you lame for this. I could have stayed my ass at home for this, man. Man. Nah, I was like, yo, you ain't even driving, bro. Like, if I take you to the strip club, what you gonna do? You gotta get
What you
out.
gonna do? You gonna sit in the car?
Yeah, but I'm
You
just sitting in
gonna
the
come
car.
in? You gonna come in? You gonna
That's
go
what he
inside?
said. That's what he said. I'm just sitting in the car. I'm like, and then we
Nah.
came with some other dudes, and they was like, man, I already told the wife we going out here. I'm not wasting my time. So I had to bring dude back home, and they went to the strip club. Like, you know who
I don't
you
know.
are. I'm still disappointed in you.
I know who you are too. I wasn't there. I know who it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I'm telling you right now, if I was there, there wouldn't have been no laser tag or no bowling going on. I'm telling you right now, nigga, it would have been I'd have took it over as my wedding, nigga. It's my night. Fuck you. You can go do that some other time. But tonight, we're gonna get to see some ass and titties. You know what I'm talking about? We need to see some wobbly, some jiggly. So that's just what that is, man. And traditionally speaking, as it would appear, you supposed to get a dance. Being this your last night of singlehood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's just I don't know.
I don't think I had a bachelor party either.
Huh?
Mine was kind of off the cuff, man. My joint was crazy. Um, Because I always said, man, I ain't talking about getting no married. Because I always thought about I'm not in the mood to pay for nobody to have a good time to see me get married. I just don't see the point of that. I might as well flush that money down the toilet, man. Like, God, yo. So
See
she
what I'm
came,
talking about?
she asked me one night, she was like, how would you feel about us getting married? I said, yeah, I can see me getting married to you. Yeah, for sure. I swear to you, it was like the next day I had the papers in my hand. Like, here you go. I was like, God damn. She said,
I was just waiting on you. I was just
yeah,
waiting on
guess she was like, I might as well get this to you now since you said you was cool with it. Hey, here you
you. Yeah.
go. I said,
Yeah. Before
well,
this nigga changed his mind.
and then you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I just came back from Louisiana. Katrina just happened. So
Mm.
I'm living in her apartment. So I'm like, man, I better sign this shit if I get kicked out too. You know what I'm talking about?
That's good,
Nah,
man. That's
man.
good.
Man, shoot, that was the best signature I ever put on any piece of paper, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's
I
been
hear
good.
that. I
Not
hear
all
that.
the time, but you know what I'm saying? It was the best move for sure. Um, but
I'm with you there.
that's what like I said, I done said this a couple podcasts ago. We talk about relationships, man. Find you somebody you can trust, man. That's the main thing. All them looks and stuff, that's fleeting. After a while, you gonna be mad at the mother. I'm happy I got somebody that look good and I trust them. All you niggas ain't gonna be that lucky. I'm just gonna be real. You gonna have to find somebody that you can just trust. She might not look that hot. I mean, let's be real. It
Oh man, boy.
is what it is, man. But I think that helped him out, man. It helped the lady out there told me about that. I told her I ain't gonna put her out there, but she was just talking about submission, and she just wasn't cool with the submission part. And I understand because
If
it
you're an
sounds great.
American woman, no. Now, where I am,
uh,
it's like that. You know what I mean? It's like law. Uh, ain't no talk back to the man. You do what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how their culture is out here. You know what I mean? So, um, some women are groomed that way also. I watch 90 Day Fiance, you know, just for entertainment value. Like I like to see dumbass people making stupid ass decisions. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there's no knock against these cultures or these countries, but you know, they depict like the Filipino women or the women of Thailand. These, you know, I don't know if third war, I'm about to say third ward, like is Louisiana. Third war, boy,
World,
world.
nigga, world.
God damn, I just called for me, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? It's that Noli in me. You know what I'm talking about? That third world.
You still can't say it.
I
It's all
know.
right. We know what you're talking about, man. Leave that shit
Three
alone. We're gonna
worlds.
choke
There
you
we
up.
go. I'm gonna just say three worlds because third world, like it's throwing me off for real. Like I'm not sure. I'm really can't get this shit out. This three world country, and you know the women are groomed that way to take care of the man, to do whatever the man says, to cook, clean, whatever the man wants. When he wants it, give it to him. That adds in, I mean, sex. Okay, so there is no nothing. I'm not trying to hear it. I come home after work, give him a massage, shit like that. Now this is the life that that woman has. She is pretty much submissive. She's born into submission just by being born a woman within these countries. So that's how they're grown from day one. Okay. It's not an adjustment for them. This is literally how they are. I'm not gonna say 100% of them, but 90% of them are groomed that way. Okay. So when you come from those type of countries, yes, and a lot of times, like with me being a contractor, a lot of these men out here now they ain't shit because they have a family stateside and then they make a family out here as well. Or if they travel to one of these countries, you know, they don't got whole new families, kids, and everything else. But that's what they get. They get the royal penis is clean, Your Highness. Bark like a dog, hop on one leg. Like they go there and they get this. And personally, I wouldn't want nobody like that. That wouldn't make me feel good. For me to feel as though I have reign over you, that I have control over you, that you pretty much program. But now I don't want nobody like that. I don't want nobody like that. I don't want nobody like that. That's weakness. That exhibits weakness to me if you're a man and this is what you want of a woman. Now, if you choose to go that route and you like men and you're a man and that's the kind of man that you get, then hey man, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? I won't feel no type of way. But you shouldn't treat no woman less than their value. And truthfully, the woman is invaluable. So that's just my aspect, man. When you think about it, the woman is worth more than the man. You know what I mean? And that's God's honest truth. They really are. A one of a kind type woman. Like it's just crazy. You know what I mean? Because and mm, they're they're born with a different type of strength. You know what I'm saying? And it's not physical. It's anybody can have a spiritual strength, but it's something they just wired differently. You know what I mean? And I mean that in the best sounding way possible. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You shouldn't treat them as such, personally.
I feel you. I agree. Uh, well, I ain't got nothing else, man. That was my
Uh,
thought. Okay. Well,
uh,
did y'all
I
see?
did want to highlight.
Did y'all see our gaming? Did you
Hey,
check us out?
hey, yeah, us too. It was us too. Okay, Street fam. It's a nut. Well, you should already know this by now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we out here. We out here.
You know what I'm
We out
saying?
here.
I'm gonna be posting some more of those. You know what I'm talking about? I need to fix some of my stuff. I think we cuss too much, man. I think that
And it's
might be
hard
it.
not to, bro. It's hard not to.
It is, man. But
I be quiet most of the time. It be the other person.
they about to see. Yeah.
That other person that
What's
bring it
going
out
on
of me, dog.
when we add some more of the crew in? You know what I'm talking about? So that was just a warm up. I was like, okay, a nice little game. We ain't get too much in. It was cool. And then now it's about to get a
I
little
listened to
crucial.
the dialogue on us, man. We wasn't really.
Yeah.
We was locked in. We
I
was doing
told
what
you.
we needed
I
to do.
told you it was straight. This one is good. I said, but
Yeah.
from here
The
on
other
out, from here on out, it's gonna get a little rough.
about to be a little explicit, whole lot of SMDs and fuck yous and
Yeah, don't let
bitch.
it.
Like a whole lot of that.
But it all go away if we get that win. You know what I'm talking about?
It really do. It changed up. It changed up by the end. If we win, we all celebrate. You know what I'm saying? But just you recorded the one last night?
Yeah, I got the one last night too.
Yeah, y'all gonna see that one too. Nigga gonna have the nerve to talk to me. Had 6 damage, but had the most to say. I'm not gonna tell you who it was. You gonna hear in the dialogue of our conversation after we secure the bag. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, tell me. What?
Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all keep on checking this out, man. Like I said last time, YouTube for some reason is messing up the algorithm, man. People is not seeing our videos. That's what I've been hearing from a couple people. Some I forgot. I'm not gonna say his name. But he came to me at work and said, "Man, y'all ain't been posting." I said, "Bro, I post every week. Wow. Every week we got something that come out." So he was like, "I'm subscribed to y'all. I'm not seeing it." So make sure you hit that bell on there so you can see us every week when it comes out. You know, I'm dropping every Sunday, except for the last Sunday in October, because I'll be on the cruise. But I know it's gonna be last Sunday in November, because November 1st, I believe, is Sunday. So November 1st, we won't have a podcast. But definitely, y'all go check them out. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get notifications when we drop this. You heard. I had a couple of notifications. Yeah, hey man, you passing gas now?
It's 4:30 out here. It sounds like dirt bikes and motorcycles out this bitch. It's loud as fuck, man.
I thought you smelled something bad. You heard?
Nah, it's loud as a motherfucker. I'll be pissed off if I wake up. Okay, I'm up though. But,
I put the MVP, the fire thing in the back of it. I had a couple people say they don't like that shit. They like book dancing at the end. And they said occasionally keep on throwing Chris in there with his ashy feet. Because they like that as well. So I'm going to get back to putting book at the end. You know what I'm talking about? That was our signature closeout. They don't like that shit. I need to stop changing it. And I'll put the fire, what you call it? But until next time, thank y'all guys. Thanks for the feedback. Keep on commenting. Good job. Until next time, it's been
pray for me. Pray for book.